Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. First down for the offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Wiggles free. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB. He can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Leaves it with the running back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And the defense just setting the tone right away in the first drive of the game. The quarterback scrambling is able to get free, but they put a massive shot on him. I don't know if this dude can make it the whole game taking hits like that.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout at 7.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
To the ground with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4th. The back goes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game scoreless.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll set up to throw. using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive areas.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Lagway. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Irish! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense, like, bro, we don't need you. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Lagway. He's going to fire deep. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase it. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Good jet sweep pass. Nifty little dance step. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the single back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's looking on the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Bulldozes him. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. power football with the run. On the move is the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on a hat, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the first down. That surprised everyone in the building.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Feeling some heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half,
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll try to do it himself. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Good enough for a first down.
Got it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Notre Dame 17, SMU 0.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Notre Dame right back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Young. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now on the option. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 11 on the play. Second down coming up.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Scanning the field, it's Glagway. The throw. He's right on target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 24, SMU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He'll work his way down to the 28.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's back to throw on second down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Working that left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Lagway. Dumps it to the back. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The give as they work on that clock.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to run it to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.